Hello. I've wanted to be an artist for so long, and I just did a demo of like all my favorite songs, right? Like since childhood. And I do not sound like these recordings. It's like kind of embarrassing. I'm like, it's just been delusion this whole time. I'm like, the goods are there. Like I could do vibrato, but who was lying to her? Who was it in high school who told me like I knew how to match pitch? Cause I'm like listening back to these and like I'm shook. I'm so shook. I'm like not one I can post. This is so sad. So I guess my music and singing career is over before it even started. Um, I guess this is gonna be the first video on this channel because I don't intend on many people seeing this, and this is just like, if you happen to stumble across this, if it's even public, then good for you, but this is me officially starting this channel, and I'm just gonna be practicing my voice and whatnot, and trying my own songs. I'm like, at this point, maybe I should just turn back because these are songs I thought I was good at too. I also recently did karaoke for the first time at my 21st, and in my head, I sounded way better than maybe I was actually singing, and I'm like, that's so embarrassing. I'm like, should I even post this video? Y'all, I literally sing a Doechii track and then put like the instrumental over. Rookie behavior. I thought I was eating. It's not until you take off like the actual artist like singing on the track that you really realize like, I guess I'm not that bitch. But I'm going to try and see if my voice gets better with time. This is like a lot of like delusion, acceptance I have to internalize at the same time. So if you're seeing this, thank you for the history and the support. And let's hope and pray that I can replicate like so at least some songs. I would say I'm coming into this music game not even for the fame or just like the prospect of like my name maybe being remembered in like 100 years time. I'm doing this for myself because music and singing are honestly like my top two things. It's always been a coping mechanism for me. I've had some other coping mechanisms that have not done me, mechanisms that have not helped me as much as singing always has. And maybe disregarding the fact that I maybe don't sound as polished as I think. I think I still owe it to my kid self, Chucky out there. If your ears are warm, I'm talking about you. It's because I need to figure out if this is just something I want to do. Between a podcast, between modeling, between fashion school and like releasing my own line, there's just so many things I need to find out if I'm good at or I can get good at, that singing wasn't an option I was just gonna leave at the door. Singing has always been something I thought I would step into, or at least like prestige a little bit, get some experience in. And I think it's good for me. I think it's been a long time, if like ever, since I've pursued hobbies at this rate. I didn't have the greatest childhood, so there are a lot of repressed emotions that I have found can be healed or remedied through me engaging with what I've always wanted to do since a youngin', is pursuing music, pursuing modeling, pursuing like drag as an art form, pursuing fashion and expressing myself in that avenue. And this is an alternative lifestyle, right? This is a counterculture almost. I am attracted to the same sex. I'm a gay brown male living in the United States. And it's never felt like the right time like it has now to finally step into my interests and just trust myself. So the reason why I made this channel is to just trust myself and give myself a consistent schedule that I can post to. I figured it out with Instagram, and I can figure it out with YouTube. YouTube has never been something I couldn't stay consistent with, and I don't think I ever will unless it's me like posting music and just vlogging the whole experience, like from lyric writing to actual production. I think that's always been something I've wanted to like broadcast and push out into the world. And I'm coming into this game like my favorite rapper is Doechii. I'm a very new gen person, and I have zero experience besides singing in the shower the last 2 decades. So I'm excited and I'm fucking terrified, but I owe this to my scared child self to just be vulnerable in my childlike tendencies and my wishes from my childhood, and to just fall back into it and engage with that lost, wounded part of myself, if you understand what I mean. Growing up, femininity rarely made its appearance in my persona and how I expressed myself, that now that I can openly express myself and be vulnerable and teach myself new topics while I'm coming out of processing, the world is at my fingertips. And you know that saying where it's like water flowing under a bridge, and water is time and life is the bridge? Kind of like Life Bridge therapy. That's where I went in Vegas. I just feel like the time is now, and I'm at such a pivotal time in my life. I just turned 21, that I feel like now is the prime time to just fucking go for it, man. And I feel like this is divine timing, because I'm introducing the energy I want to use to metamorphosize into the person I want to be. And this is a big step for me. I don't know where I'll post this, but I hope I can post this in the comfort of people who admire me, people who look up to me, people I look up to. And I can only hope for the best from here, you know. I hope to document what I've gone through in adulthood. You know, I've been alone since 18, essentially, and growing up in Tucson has been just such a blessing of an experience, and such a curse at times too, that I'm excited to see what we can do from here, and me posting this video will be a seed of change, and I hope I don't fuck it up. Another topic I wanted to talk about is gay men in the music industry. I want to rap. I can sing, obviously, but the niche and the market for gay men in the music industry right now is just not extensive, and it's nothing new or exciting. Excuse me, Lil Nas X, sorry, I tarnished your name. But there's no gay male in the music industry right now that I feel represents the type of music and the vibe I'm trying to sell. And I feel like a lot of people could heal from what I have to say and what I've been through. Because I do feel like I've had, I've been dealt like a shittier end of the stick. Not that I'm even complaining in the slightest. I'm rejoicing in it, and I want to develop these ideas into something tangible that you can listen to on Spotify and decompress while listening to. And that's exactly what my role models do for me, Beyonce, Doechii, Nicki Minaj. Those are all people who have molded and shaped me into the person that I am today, which is a confident person who can hold his chin up high and say, music has helped define and shape my entire life, and will continue to till I die. It's that pivotal, of that important of a topic to me, that this is how I come and stand before you today, is letting you know that this might be cringy, but I owe it to my kid self. So yeah. I hope to be that gay guy that can get a little mainstream and get my ideas flowing and just say I was a part of the equation.